expand, what that should look like, at what rate to release new products. This whole merchandising side is a lot of work, and it's hard right now in the beginning because we're trying to catch up with the success of what's been happening. But I know with that product that now I just got to keep running in that direction. I know I've got something tangible. Outside of that, creating a film. I'm talking with a couple of people now. There's some music that's going to be on the way, and eventually a television show too that I can't say too much about, but there's some things that are in the talks right
Listen, sounds like a lot of amazing things, which we're
now.
here
Yeah.
for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be we're completely family
I'm
now. So we want to
excited.
make sure we pay attention so we can be promoting and talking about it because people need to
Yeah.
know what you got going on. Because once you rest a presence in your family forever.
Right.
And so now we can really get into your business. We have 5 questions that we ask every
Uh-oh.
single person who comes across the Verse TV 101
I'm
interview
ready.
table. So, first question is this: if you had all the money, power necessary, what would you do or change that you feel would be most beneficial for the LGBTQ plus community?
I would, and I say this really for any community that's more disenfranchised. We need more centers and places that have resources to develop the knowledge of the LGBT community, and then the resources to advance that knowledge. So it's about knowing where you've come from and knowing where you're going that helps you to appreciate the present moment. I think creating a whole infrastructure that is fully comprehensive of all LGBT issues is something that's greatly needed and something that I don't think that we can get enough of.
You better talk about it. I think that's one, honestly, that has been one of the number one answers. And not like that particular answer exactly verbatim, but the need for centers
Yeah.
or place housing or stability and place of living for
Mm-hmm.
LGBTQ. So yeah,
more
yeah.
more more affluent if I can say communities, they have those structures in place. We wonder what even if you want to talk about white supremacy, we can go there. The reason why a lot of it is the way that it is, the system was set in place for success.
Mhm.
It's set there. People that have money to start businesses, that's something else. We need more grant money, so people, if you want to start a business, you can go and do it. So you have your money to make your plans and your mistakes, all of that.
All of that. Exactly. But they
Comprehensive
listen to what
support.
we're saying. We letting y'all know.
Yeah.
So send the money, Lord. Send the money. That's what so we can do
Mm-hmm.
it. Question number two is starts with a quote and then there's a question. So the quote is this: ask me not where I live or what I like to eat or how I comb my hair, but ask me, what am I living for?
Right.
In detail, ask me, what do I think is keeping me from living fully for the thing I want to live for? And that's a quote by Thomas Morton. So the question is this: what is your goal in life? And part B of that is what's slowing you down from achieving that goal.
Say it one more time.
What is your main goal in life?
Mm-hmm.
And what is stopping you from achieving that goal?
Oh, see, main goal in life is I can actually say main goal in life now is expanding the platform. The only thing stopping me from that, I got to be honest about it, is trying to get over the trauma of the past when it's time for me to ask somebody to help me.
Ooh.
I'm getting a lot better at it, but
Ooh.
sometimes I actually get anxiety when I have to involve someone else because my past collaborations have been so destructive.
Oh. I mean, thank you for being honest because I feel like that is something that a lot of people won't speak about. But
Yeah.
that is a true underlying factor that a lot of people go through because we've been burned so many times, or
Mhm.
we've been sit on by so many people who we trusted and thought were going to be there a lot. So
And when you get used to doing it for yourself, by yourself, you can get stuck there. And
mhm.
I'm immediately seeing right now that at the rate of success that I'm having, I wouldn't be able to do this by myself for another month. Like I'm in an immediate state right now where I need at least one more person. I know it'll be more, but it is really honestly unpacking and dealing with the traumatic of my past, the trauma of my past, to be able to become stronger and better. I've never said I was perfect. I'm
Right.
human just like anybody else, but I'm trying to. I'm
Mm.
becoming
And the
to.
fact that you can stand in that and still be a leading light and be a shining armor to other people in the world. That's the secret. That's amazing.
Thank
Because
you.
you got to be able to stay, be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, and that's where the people come. That
Hmm.
kind of humbleness, as the church folks say.
Come on,
You know,
humble. Take the HR. Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
humbleness. Will bring forth a mighty army. So
Right.
that's why the people who are in. Yes, God.
Thank
So number three is our most important get in your business question. It is our what is your deepest tea question, i.e., something that you never shared on social media before, but something that you're willing to share with us. Your deepest tea.
you. To be honest with you, it's kind of what I said before, maybe an extension on it. That I have fear. This is a very I've never really said this like this before. This is scary. It is scary when
Mm.
you are known. That's not People think that they think they're gonna get all these followers, and then you're like, yeah, and your life is great. It's scary sometimes when you don't know why people are attract or are approaching you. It's scary when you feel responsible. It's scary when you're afraid to make. I can only imagine what it was like for Whitney Houston. Many people, they
Mm.
even to this day, it always pains me when people make fun of her fall. And I know that in the Black community, we tend to lace tragedy with comedy. I get why we do that, but then that strips a person of their humanity. I can only imagine, take all the jokes away, how terrifying it was for her to be the most prominent singer on the planet and to not have the full support that a Beyonce has or even a Janet has. That she to be of her caliber, that there were still people that were always in her pockets, that were always shoving substances at her to keep her happy. She couldn't be herself. She couldn't love who she wanted to love. I can only imagine we can do what we want to do. She couldn't. And
Mm.
that fear, though people get liberated to be who they are, fear is never ending. It will always be here till the end of time. It just changes form. So I just have a
Mm.
different version of it that I'm learning how to become and not let get to me so much.
I love it. I freaking love it. So what what has been your I would say your biggest stumbling block that you had to, that you had coming up on your path and how did you overcome it? Because I think some of us, we always run into some of the things and sometimes we just get hit hard, we don't know what's come back. What's been your biggest stumbling block and how'd you overcome
Biggest stumbling block was not accepting. Biggest stumbling block was I'm trying to say it the right way. Not fully accepting that I'm a leader. I knew that I could lead, but
it?
what I gotta, this is a auntie nephew thing. It was one of those things where I would create things that I knew would fall apart. I would
Mm.
create things, and I have to admit that I would create things that were beautiful in their theory, but nearly impossible in their reality. The people that were involved weren't equipped for the level of greatness that at that time I saw for us. And so I had to finally get to a point to where I was okay with being a full leader, which meant walking by myself. And then now look, it was one thing to be over 30 people. Now I'm over 500,000 people.
Right.
And I had to accept walking by myself to actually find out how intense my leadership skills are.
Mm. Wow. I'm definitely that's deep because a lot of people are leaders or born leaders that don't know
They don't know
the
it.
full potential that they have. They never reach it because
Mhm.
they're afraid of what it could be, or just feel like they don't even want to take the time and energy to do that because they never understand it. So,
One thing people talk about a lot, I see this on TikTok I love TikTok because of the information. I mean, it's entertaining. It is one of the most informative apps I've ever seen. And one thing that they bring up on there is imposter syndrome. A lot of people will not pursue things because they feel imposter syndrome. They don't feel worthy. And that was something that I didn't feel worthy to be a leader. I knew that I had the heart to be a leader, but did I have the gonads, that I have the kupcha to be a leader? And I didn't believe it.
mm,
Just now starting to
but
believe
God, but God,
my,
you know,
my God. Yes.
oh, thank you, Lord. That's why I love that one phrase, but God, Just when we just when we think.
Okay.
Just when we throw the towel and give up. Guess what? It comes full circle. And
Yeah.
so on the last note, on the last question, before we let the people know where to find you and all that good stuff is, what is something that you would like to be left in a legacy time capsule for your work?
That we always talk about spirits and energies and things of that nature. I want Imani to eternally be known as a spirit, an energy that materialized. Yes, we are spirit. I understand that as individuals we are, but I believe that there are certain people that they have tapped into a source that is greater than themselves. And I'll say it again, Beyonce has done it with Sasha Fierce. Stephanie has done it with Lady Gaga. Different ones have found something greater than themselves that will outlive their name because of the intention of their art. And that's what I want to be known about me in my own way. That this, in a world where nephew Eric could have just kept running and knocking his head into the wall trying to be famous or whatever, he allowed for an energy that the world needed to work through him and bless people. And it will always be here.
Amen to that. Oh yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this has been social media's number one auntie, Imani Benzette. Please tell people where to find you, tell me your website, all that good stuff, so they can become as well.
So they can become like me? Yeah.
We got different flavors, y'all. We got different flavors now.
Listen, okay? Everything is really easy. So all my website, all my social media is at Imani Van Zap. That's it, ImaniVanZap.com. All social media is at Imani Van Zap. Everything is very simple. So if you just type in the name, I'm the only one that's out there that if you type in Imani V, as soon as you get to the V, it's there. So just
Google it, snoogle it.
That's it. I'm out there. Media. I'm in these internet streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to go Troy Weeks Music again at Troy Weeks, WEEKES, music on everything here with Verse TV with our one-on-one special interview, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow, all the good stuff, and share everything, all the words and adjectives it takes to make it happen to spread the love into the world. Please do that and follow us on everything Verse TV. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.